This is the Power Circuit, an informative program from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. My name is Amara Agogoesi and I welcome you to this edition. Let's get to the headlines. Experts advocate for smart artificial intelligence-driven power systems. Akomba transmission substation optimized for more bulk power evacuation. Health, Safety and Environment team of TCN sensitizes staff in Kaduna region. Stay with us all through this half hour. In promoting smart power systems and the use of artificial intelligence, renowned experts in research, development and planning, including the leadership of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, have discussed and evaluated the features, benefits, advantages, functions and challenges of adopting smart grid in the African electricity industry. Here's a report of a proceeding of the International Conference on Energy and Power Systems Operation and Planning.
At this year's edition of the conference, participants discussed the thematic points of empowering reliable power delivery using artificial intelligence and emerging technologies, a case study of the United States of America and Africa. Mr. Temitope Fashedemi, represented by the Director of Transmission in the Ministry, Mr. Emmanuel Mosike, lauded the professionals and organizers for holding a discourse on advancing the African electricity supply industry.
This should be a kind of tool for us to attract investment into our power sector in Nigeria, to solve for the problems we have. When I get back, I will tell the Commission how the function is going, and whatever that we can do to support you get it from.
Speaking at the conference, the Managing Director of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, represented by the General Manager System Planning and Development at TCN, Engineer Kabiru Adamu, noted the reforms at the company and called for more collaborations with the academia towards integrating technology-driven power transmission systems.
The envisioned future of smart grids, advanced analytics, AI-driven algorithms that we've been seeing and discussed earlier this afternoon, and renewable energy integration will revolutionize power system operations and planning. But to achieve this vision, we must foster an environment that promotes seamless collaboration and open knowledge sharing between the different stakeholders, particularly the industry and the academy.
A former chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NEC) and Director, Center for Energy System and Control, Howard University, Professor James Momo, said artificial intelligence and other emerging technologies would enhance reliable power delivery in Nigeria if policies are integrated with all the different entities such as regulations. The keynote speaker and former Director General of Raw Material Research and Development Council, RMRDC, Professor Peter Onwalu, spoke on fostering reliable and affordable power supply in Nigeria using emerging technologies. The conference, which was 12th in series, started with Lagos in 1992 by the National Science Foundation, NSF, in collaboration with Howard University, Washington, D.C. The biennial conference, which has been held in several countries of sub-Saharan Africa, serves as a forum for the interchange of ideas between American and African engineers and academia. It has also been used to develop research development and partnership.
Lord. What caused this fire? Eh? Hey, God help us. Assuming this thing happened in the night, nobody from this building would have come out alive.
Madam,
Hey.
this is why we have warned landlords not to erect structures under the high voltage lines. If this high voltage line fell on the ground, nothing would have happened. But because this structure has been wrongly erected and the high voltage line fell on it, that is why whatever has happened has happened. We advise landlords to always consult the Transmission Company of Nigeria on their safety compliance on the right of way, so that something like this does not happen again.
Oga, we are talking of burnt house and you are talking of right of way. What is right of way and safety compliance?
Safety compliance simply means before erecting any structure around any electricity tower or line, there are safety distances you must adhere to. These safety distances are 25 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 330 kV, 15 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 132 kV, and 7.5 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 33/11 kV. These stipulated safety distance instructions are what we call right of way. If these simple, basic safety distances are adhered to, trust me, there will be less loss of property and lives resulting from cut transmission lines.
Visit Transmission Company of Nigeria office nearest to you for your safety regulations before erecting structures. Let us save lives and properties and build a stronger Nigeria. This message is from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
As the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, advances on its transmission rehabilitation and expansion schemes nationwide, more power transmission substations are getting optimized for larger capacity to deliver. The power circuit team was at the 330, 132, 33 kV Akomba transmission substation in Lagos and brings you an expository coverage of this bulk power wheeling facility.
This is the 330, 132, 33 kV Akomba transmission substation in Lagos. This mega facility transmits bulk power to several 132 kV transmission substations within its catchment area. Its 33 kV section also supplies power to distribution load centers within the environment for the distribution companies to serve to customers. The first port of call for the power circuit team was to the office of the Assistant General Manager Akomba Sub-Region, Engineer Funmi Ekoko. This sub-region operates under the Lagos region, which is one of the 10 regions of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN.
Some of the transformers were manufactured in the 60s. So I believe that the station was commissioned in the late 60s to early 70s. Maybe 69, 70, 72 maximum. Right now the installed capacity is 960 MVA, which is about 768 megawatts. Akomba Sub-Region is one of the oldest substations in Lagos region, and majorly our own is to wheel the bulk power supply to some of our substations.
She stated that the facility has been optimized to continually meet the bulk power needs of the various 132 kV power transmission substations.
This is the Power Circuit, a platform brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, to bring you the latest information, milestones, and industry reports about the Nigerian electricity supply industry. The expository session continues as we speak with the Principal Manager, System Operations at TCN, Engineer Clifford Ojugo. He said the facility also serves as an area control center for system operations.
We import from Ikeja West. On Ikeja West, 330 kV lines 1 and 2, and we export via the 12 kV lines as well. Those 12 kV lines are Isolo 12 kV lines 1 and 2, Ijora 12 kV lines 1 and 2 as well, Ojo 12 kV lines 1 and 2, Itire 12 kV lines 1 and 2. We can actually export through these 12 kV lines to various stations, satellite stations that we feed from this Akongba sub-region, namely Elupeju, Isolo, Itire, Ojo, Ijora, Elashe, and sometimes we feed other sub-regions like Maryland TS, Agbara, Alagbon, and so forth and so on.
With this mega substation, there are a number of 33 kilovolts feeders within the substation that radiates electricity to distribution load centers within the coverage area.
We can talk about one 3 kV substation that is residing in this Akongba 330 kV switch room as well. And in there we have 9 3 kV feeders which feed the surrounding environments like Adelabu, Ikomu, Sonya, and so forth and so on.
Engineer Clifford also spoke about the continuous interface between TCN and the Ikeja Electric Company at Eko Electricity Distribution Company.
Of course, the era we are in now, you know, is what GENCO give us. That is what we are expected to give to DISCO to ensure system stability. So in order to ensure smooth running of the system or the grid, what we ensure basically here is to see that whatever the GENCO gives us is what we give back to the DISCOs based on their nomination, as in their request. And the 2 DISCOs that are within Lagos region that we feed is Eko and Ikeja. Eko and Ikeja. And they are bilateral, meaning that there is a certain amount of load that they have requested for and we give it to them, and also ensure they don't take more than what they have requested to ensure system stability.
Prompt maintenance and protection of the transmission system is a practice, and the operators at the facility treat it as a priority.
We have a scheme for that. The scheme is designed to ensure that in the event of fault, the affected equipment is taken out to ensure system stability. Then once it's taken out, it is rectified before the equipment is brought in back to service. And we use the switch jets in order to ensure that this is done. The affected part of the circuit or equipment is taken out. Thereafter, the fault is cleared, it will be restored back to the system.
But like all other sections of the power sector, there are challenges which the company continually surmounts to ensure optimal performance.
You can't take away insufficient load. You can't take that away. Load, the demand for load is enormous. As you know, presently, what the GENCO is giving us is within 4,000 plus, and that is not enough for the entire country. Lagos alone can take almost 50% of that very load. So, in order to keep the system running since the demand for load is higher than what is available, and for the system to be stable, it has to be at par. If GENCO is giving us 4,000 megawatts, we must ensure consumption is also 4,000 megawatts. In the absence of this, there will be system collapse. So to keep the system running, we ensure that the DISCO does not take more than what is available via the GENCO. That is our primary duty here, to keep the grid and to ensure that the system is stable and is running.
The power circuit continues shortly. Please stay with us.
$6.5 there.
Guys, I have a business that can change our lives.
Business?
Business that can change our lives.
Guys, if money is involved, I mean, take it. But you don't know the kind of business. I mean,
business is business.
Okay, my guy. Masu. I mean,
real money, and there's a big market for it.
Wait, is it vandalism that you have brought me here to do?
Yes!
Something that can take me to jail! Something that can destroy our economy and spoil what the government wants to achieve?
Real money.
I can't. See this man! I can't!
Even you.
Shut up your mouth. I will never go to jail. Vandalism. God forbid. God forbid.
Look at the people I want to help.
Come here.
I beg you. Please, Oga, I beg you. I beg you. This is the handwork of the devil. Please.
Be part of our economic growth. Do not destroy electricity power installations. Do not destroy government effort to provide electricity for all. Report any suspicious person found stealing or loitering around power installations to any security operatives close to you or to the nearest transmission company of Nigeria office.
This message is brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
In keeping with its tradition of maintaining standards, the Health, Safety and Environment team of the Independent System Operation has visited the Kaduna region of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. There were extensive interactions and collaborative actions towards maintaining safety in the transmission system operations process in the region, towards improving the safety record of TCN.
Speaking at a safety interaction section, which was held at the regional headquarters of TCN in Kaduna, the Assistant General Manager, Health, Safety and Environment at the ISO TCN, Engineer Mohammed Kwali, said the meeting was for the benefit of the maintenance personnel and the system operators.
We are here to see our maintenance personnel and operators.
He highlighted the objectives of the session to include the implementation of the resolutions of the meeting with visible evidence in increased safety records.
We have already discussed it and we have told them and they understand. Therefore, the only thing we have representatives here. Those representatives, they are going to make sure what we discuss is implemented, because we are not going to stay here. Therefore, if those things is implemented, they are doing it, we have achieved.
Engineer Kwali sought the cooperation of the staff and safety department to ensure that safety records are improved.
All of them, we told them they should make sure safety rules and regulations I'm doing any particular job. And I know by God bless it will start. You will see some changes by yourself.
Officials of TCN in Kaduna region, along with the visiting staff from the TCN corporate headquarters in Abuja, had a thorough session on the importance of safety in discharge of the bulk electricity wheeling activity.
So it's important for us to take safety with what? With what? Our whole hearts. Very, very important. And it's not only our own safety, even the safety of our colleague. If you see something, somebody that's not doing anything wrong, let's report. You can report to Mr. We notice that this thing, maybe a wire is open or anything we open in our office. Yes, it's not too much AC or there's a crack on the wall. It's important for our own safety. And we only have one single life. Once that light burns, that's it. And all of us have a bright future in which we can project. So we are admonishing us to please take our safety serious. Personal safety. Very, very important. If you have noticed anything, let's report. Let's report. There's no crime in this thing. It's for our safety. Please, and so that when we do this, we reduce the number of incidents that we have across Kaduna region.
Here's where we take a break for this edition. Always stay with the Power Circuit to see more feedback, comments and inquiries, including yours, as you support TCN in pushing to deliver on its mandates. Kindly sustain your dedication for the Power Circuit as we bring you more insightful and extensive coverage of the power sector. A recap of the headlines. Experts advocate for smart artificial intelligence-driven power systems. Akomba transmission substation optimized for more bulk power evacuation. Health, Safety and Environment team of TCN sensitizing staff in Kaduna region. Always keep your support for the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, to deliver on the power transmission mandate. Keep expressing your views, comments and feedback through the TCN YouTube channel, TCN_Nigeria. Also connect with TCN on Facebook by searching for Transmission Company of Nigeria. On Twitter, you can reach out to TCN on @TCN_Nigeria. For Instagram, it is TCN_Nigeria. TCN also expects your feedback by email messages via affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. TCN has an active, responsive and interactive website, tcn.org.ng, where you can get information on bulk power transmission and other activities of TCN. With your support, the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, is always poised to deliver on transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner. I am Amara Agugesi. Enjoy the rest of the day.